It seems she is not on the link. Let's continue, Ashok. You can put on your video
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like. So the point that I am saying, what is the expectation from a chartered accountant by the society?
To show how the company works in numbers.
And to show as to how
How
whether the company has contributed to the society.
yeah.
But ultimately, and that is what I call to be professionalism, that you are true to your profession and you are saying the truth to the society, that this is the contribution of the firm or the company to the building of the society or to add to the strength of the society as a whole, right?
Yes.
But in practice, the accountants are mostly engaged in dressing the number.
Yeah. That's their ultimate job right now.
And that is why I am saying that there is a difference between professionalism and commercialism. Commercialism.
True, sir. I agree with you. That's now
And
like
yes, please.
yeah, yeah. Just saying what you're saying. Yes.
And
Like,
but the point is that is mean that accountancy and commerce are not relevant.
no, they are relevant.
They are very much relevant
Yes.
if used for the purpose of the social good and social benefit. They can be used for that purpose as well, right? So
Yes.
herein lies, as you rightly said, that it's too much of a theory. I don't say it is too much of a theory, rather it is too much of a practice, right? How to
Yes.
uh, how to take out the best out of the numbers and uh, dump some of the numbers which are creating trouble.
They don't want to solve it. They just want to dump it.
perpetuate Perpetuate the problem.
Yeah.
I think some more have joined. Uh, Gaura, can you hear us?
So you can start the session as I have
No, I have
checked.
already started.
Okay,
I
because
already
rest two
started.
will one of them is busy in some youth program, and the other one is not able to connect today.
Okay, so I have already started.
Okay, sir.
It's
Then it's
not
fine.
that I am already started. I am having one on one.
Okay, sir.
So
Fine, sir.
can we go to either of them? One came first, Gaura, and then came Tej. If Gaura is not there, I can we can begin discussion with Tej. Is Gaura around?
Gora is trying to unmute herself. She is unmute now.
Okay.
Gora, I
Okay.
think her mic
Let's
is
move
not
on
working.
to Tej. Let's move on to Tej, and then we'll come back to Gaura. Tej, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Great, sir.
But you are not showing yourself.
There's some problems, sir.
What is the problem?
It's
You
showing
want to
the
remain invisible?
so there's an alert.
Huh?
There's an alert on the top of my screen.
There is an alert of what?
So the camera.
No, no. For us, I think there will be not a problem. You start. Is it you are not being allowed, or
Yes, sir,
you
I was
can
having
decide?
problem logging in also.
Okay, okay, okay. Where are you speaking from?
So
Pardon?
Hisar.
Hisar. Okay. So what are you doing there right now?
So I'm
How
at
are,
my farmhouse.
yes, and what are you doing?
So I
Farming,
just no, sir. I
or
just woke up.
or just consuming some food and some other products every day?
Yes, sir.
Are you producing anything?
No, sir.
Huh?
Not right now.
Are you reading anything?
Sir, not right now.
Okay. What did you study in your HS?
In my
In your higher secondary class 2?
so
What are the
PCM,
what are the papers you studied?
physics, chemistry, maths.
Physics, chemistry, and math.
Yes.
And why did you think of a change?
So I couldn't cope with maths, so I opted for something that I could focus on. Maybe for civil, I might have better time and more clarity over policies.
Okay, what do you want to be?
I'm looking for a civil job, maybe anyone, IAS, IFS.
Okay, okay. Why?
So just I've been looking at it for a while. I think it's
No,
a
no.
perfect job.
What may be the reason? Why do you think that that is the best opportunity that you have in your life? What do
So I
you
think
think?
it stands out of the other jobs. I have the army also, but I wanted to apply for this.
Hmm. Okay. How many years are you now thinking about joining the IAS? Is it a new idea or what, are you
So
dreaming of it for quite a long time?
yeah, so 2 years.
2 years. Okay. Where did you study in Hisar? Did you study in Hisar, your HS?
Yes, sir, in OPJMS.
Okay. Okay. So how are the classes, lectures going on so far?
Nice, yesterday one, like
Okay. What did you learn?
so about how the government operates and managing and producing goods.
Okay. 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 I'll begin my lecture pretty soon. Is Gaura there?
Uh, Hello,
Hello.
am I audible?
You are audible but not visible. Yes, now you are visible. So how are you
I'm
doing?
good. I'm good.
So where are you calling from?
I am calling from Delhi.
Okay. So how is life in Delhi?
Right now, mundane.
Mundane. Why?
Uh, because I just got my 12th results and I have this a month or two free before the college starts. I really don't have anything right now.
Okay. Are you in touch with your classmates?
Yes, I am.
What do you do? What do you discuss? And what do sort of beyond entertainment? Is there anything serious that you discuss with your classmates?
Yes, I discussed where they have applied and if they're doing an internship right now or if they're planning to do a course or what skills are they pursuing right now. I talk to them about
Okay. And do you think that you are in a better place compared to them, or you are in the same place, or you are a little lagging behind compared to what they are doing?
it's not really in comparison because obviously we are very different people and we have very different approaches towards things and we are interested in different things. So there are some skills they can acquire online and there are some skills I cannot acquire online and which
Right.
have no need for me. So
So you think they are not comparable,
yes,
and that is the fundamental reason as to why we study social science.
yes, sir.
That is the fundamental reason as to why we study social science,
Yes, sir.
because there is a difference between physical science and social science in the fact that in physical science you can you can compare
Yes, sir.
across
But
different elements in terms of their characteristics and in terms of their features, but as we will come to know a little later in social science, this is the fundamental problem, that the fundamental unit of social science, that is human beings, are often not comparable. What I am and what you are cannot be measured by what is the requirement of comparability.
uh, Sir, to calculate the differences, basically.
Meaning you have to use a similar measuring rod to
Yes, sir.
measure certain characteristics. If the measuring rod is not identical, if the measuring scale is not identical, you might have heard in your schools, I am talking to Tej and Ashok as well, you might have heard in your schools about the CGS system, centimeter, gram, and second. These were the three units created for measurement of length, weight, and time. And they have been standardized, and we have been using, and there is a rod, platinum iridium rod kept in Paris, which says that what would be the length of a meter, right? And similarly, there is a sort of a weight that measures 1 kg, and we said that this is the measure of 1 kg. And we have defined second or time in that terms as well, in terms of a particular standard. The problem with human beings is that we cannot apply that standard to measure the characteristics of individual and their features. I hope, Tej, you followed what I said.
Yes, sir.
Ashok?
Yes, yes, sir.
So the point is, that takes us to the challenge of studying social science. What did you study in your HS level?
Uh, Sir, I studied humanities and my subjects were economics, physical education, English, psychology, and sociology.
Okay, so you have studied psychology, right?
Yes, sir.
What does it say? What is the message that you got from psychology?
Um, Sir, it's actually a really vast subject, so to sum it or concise it in a few words, it basically is a study of the human psyche and how humans behave and how their environment, how the changes in their environment lead to the changes in their behavior. Then it also has various type of sub schools in which the human psyche is affected by the behavior, in which the human psyche is affected by the environment, in which the human psyche is affected by other humans. So it
Okay.
is very interesting.
Okay. So, meaning if someone asks you that what is the message that you got from psychology, and if you are asked to explain it or express it in 2 sentences, right? What would be your take? I am putting
Uh,
up the video for 2 minutes. Please don't mind. You carry on.
uh, I would basically summarize psychology as a discipline as something which says that human beings are not comparable and human minds are unfathomable, to be honest.
Okay, very good, very good. In fact, this is the answer that I was looking for, and very good. And I must thank you for taking us to this point. But perhaps if I want to rephrase, I would say redesign your statement. If you allow me to rephrase your statement,
Yes, sir.
perhaps the message that we get from psychology is that even though there are certain general traits in human behavior, no two individuals behave in identical manner.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Does it make sense of what you have read so far?
Yes, sir, it does. Completely does.
So and what does it pose to a psychologist? Does it create a situation where a psychologist should think that, well, since two individuals are always different, there is no reason to pursue the subject of discipline of psychology, because we cannot It is, as you said, unfathomable. You cannot reach the you cannot reach the ground reality, right? So should we give up studying psychology, or how should we take up the challenge?
No, sir. I mean, one shouldn't give up psychology, obviously, for this mere reason, as you also said, that there are some ground similarities in
Right.
every human. A lot might be different, but a lot might also be same or general for most of the population. And the basis of psychology is case studies. So
Okay.
obviously,
Yes.
case by case, people by people, things will differ. That is
Right.
actually one of the plus points of psychology.
Right. So, Mano, what I'm saying is that psychologists are well aware of the challenge that not all their observations can be generalizable,
Yes, sir.
right? And that is why they prefer the case study approach, which is a particular understanding of a particular situation and understanding of a particular psychic mind. And they try to understand as to how there are behavioral, what is the extent of the structure of the behavioral pattern of one individual in that sense, at the if you take the case study at an individual level. But what you are talking about is, perhaps I am not a student of psychology, maybe I am wrong, you may laugh at me, but maybe that is perhaps what we study in what is called clinical psychology, right? Where you go at the diagnostic level of an individual and try to find out as to what is coming up. But there is also a branch of psychology called social psychology, where we try using these case studies to develop some generalizable understanding of the psychic function of a group of individuals, or when you call herd mentality, or whatever way you look at it, right?
Yes.
So what does that mean? When we talk about social psychology, what do we mean? Is there a term like this? Have you come across this term?
Uh, I haven't come across this particular term, but I can
Meaning group
imagine
psychology.
or I can relate that basically social psychology will be related to psychological aspects of a community, how a community works. That I have studied.
Right, right,
So basically, when we are talking about a society, a social setting, a community, each member will have a different psyche mechanism, but they will also be affected by their community, and then
exactly.
that community will also be affected by some other community. So
Right.
there are a lot of cognitive processes that are happening at that time.
Exactly, and there are interactions
Yes, sir.
between
Yes, sir.
among individuals, and then again among individuals within a community, and then again among communities within
Yes,
a
sir.
larger group of people. And we have to understand that as well, and that becomes the challenge, because we have to convert our understanding of individual psychological structure into a group level, and
Yes,
there have to be a little bit of compromise in terms of our methodological perspective,
yes,
right?
sir. Definitely.
Okay, so would Tej and Ashok like to react to what we discussed with Gaurav? Anybody would like to react? Ashok,
Yeah. Thank
can you put your microphone on? Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Yes. So Do you feel psychologically down with this discussion?
No, no.
Uh,
It's interesting. Like,
but do you agree with the main argument that we are putting forward?
yes, sir. Like, but I would call like when psychology when it relates to uh, a group of people, maybe we can it's more as sociology. So it's different.
Okay, okay. So sociology is the psychological behavior of a group. Do you mean so,
Yes.
or you want to mean a little deeper?
No, I don't exactly know what sociology is because I haven't studied it. But
Mm.
as far as my knowledge, I think like a group actions of psychological behavior of group of people might relate to sociology more than to psychology.
Okay, very good, very good. What about Mr. Tej?
Yes, sir, I'll say the same. Even I have not studied psychology from a neutral standpoint.
No, I am saying it that how to react to these discussions from your understanding of physics, chemistry. I
Yes,
am
sir, I
not
can't.
bringing in. I am not bringing in mathematics because I don't
Yes,
think
sir.
mathematics belongs to anybody. It
No, sir.
belongs to everybody, right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody can use it. A historian can use it. A psychologist can use it. Even one studying commerce and accountancy has also got the right to use them, right?
Yes, sir.
So I am not taking mathematics into the domain of my understanding and my discussion. But what do you think is the fundamental perspective of physics and chemistry, for that matter?
Sir, I can't implement the
No, no.
physics and chemistry for that.
Compared to what Gaura says about psychology, what is your take on physics and chemistry? What is that?
Like physics and chemistry is main reason, or
You know, when you study the physics, when you study physics and chemistry,
yes,
what is
sir.
the basic understanding of those subjects?
So for physics, it's just the basic understanding for all devices and probably some human mechanism.
Human mechanism?
Yes, sir. Movements and how they react certain objects.
Okay, okay. And then that is called biophysics, right?
Yes, sir. And
You are going into biophysics, are you?
yes, sir. And of course, devices, transformers, heat transformers, and all those
Okay.
MCGs.
And what about chemistry?
Chemistry is just mostly it was experiments, the forming compounds
So
and naming.
in physics there is no experiment.
Uh, some practicals, sir, about
No, no.
lenses and
It,
reflection and
no, no.
finding the lens.
Do we not carry out in any experiment in physics?
Yes, we do, sir. Finding weight, unknown weights, and the reflection, what type of reflection, and all those, and how to connect devices.
Okay. What is the point of beginning in that sense of the subject of physics? Who is considered to be the father of physics?
Father of physics, I'd say Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton. Why? What did he do?
So he found the laws of physics, three
What does
laws.
the laws of what?
So he had three laws of himself. Should I tell?
Huh?
He had his own three laws, which I use in
No, what are
everyday.
they say? What are these laws saying?
So first one is that an object will remain in the state of
No, no,
rest.
no. What are these three laws said together?
I forgot. Sir.
Are they called laws of motion?
Yes, you can say, or the
No, no, not
Newton's
I
law.
can say that. It is not that I can say that. Is it said that there are Newton's three laws of motion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is not that I can say because I am a professor.
Yes, sir.
So Newton is what is that law of motion part say?
So
What
the
did it do?
first one,
What did it do? Why do you think that these are some breaking discoveries in our understanding of a world system, and then we consider him to be the father of physics?
so because we can implement the laws even in today's date. There's a whole chapter about how these laws come in play in various sports also. Like the first one can be used for basketball, or the second one can be used for swimming. Third
So
one
no,
for mechanics.
during Newton there was no game called basketball.
No, sir, but just normal cricket and football.
There was nothing like that during
Yes, sir.
Newton's time. But was Newton concerned about the game of basketball?
No, sir. That time it was more about friction and its causes and how you can control friction.
Okay. And is that all that Newton did?
No, sir. It did more. There's some thermodynamic laws also.
Newton did thermodynamic laws.
Yes, sir.
What law did he come out with?
So I'll have to look that up because we didn't cover it much. And
No,
of course,
that is
there's the
whatever you are saying is absolutely wrong.
no,
Because
sir. He had one.
Newton never considered a thermodynamical law, because Newton's system is called a non-thermodynamical system.
Yes, yes, sir. I'm not talking about these laws. Other than that,
No. What in thermodynamics did he come out with?
no, sir. There was a false one which came out, which
Huh?
was never accepted. Other than these,
Pardon?
there was a law which was never accepted.
Which was that?
I'll have to look that up, sir, if I have the
No,
permission.
no. Newton was also well known for his law of gravitation,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And was this gravitation law of gravity used in chemistry?
Uh, Not in our books, sir.
Huh?
Not in our books.
Have you read of Niels Bohr and Rutherford?
Yes, sir. Rutherford, yes, sir.
Have they not used the law of gravity, the understanding of the law of gravity,
So
in
we had
defining
Rutherford's.
determining the structure of an atom?
Yes, sir. Rutherford's. We had an experiment, gold foil experiment.
Gold foil experiment. But I am talking about the use of ideas from one subject to another subject.
No, sir.
Was it used in the structure of atoms? The 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 inverse of the square of distance as a measure of force
Yes.
in gravity, was it used in an atomic system by Rutherford and others?
Yes, sir. In physics, but I'm not sure it was in chemistry.
No. What is chemistry?
Chemistry.
Yes. What is chemistry?
So it's a study of all chemicals and their how they created formation of ions.
So what is an ion?
Sorry, sir.
What is an ion?
So ions are either positive or negative charged atoms,
How do
cations or anions.
how do you get a positive ion?
So you can either discharge in water.
Hmm? So you don't require an ion. You don't get an ion if there is no water.
Yes, sir, there are other alkalines also you can use.
No, but what is the general? You are not doing a case study like Gowda. You are trying to give us a general understanding of chemistry. Why? How do we create an ion? How an ion gets created?
So when a larger molecule gets disintegrated and breaks up,
If it breaks up, it becomes an ion.
yes, sir, it discharges in the alkaline.
That depends on the valency.
Yes, sir. Every atom has different ions, amount of ions.
No. The valency is altogether a different thing. When a molecule breaks up into atom,
Yes, sir.
what happened will be dependent on the level of
Valency.
on the measure of valency of each
Yes,
of the
sir.
atoms.
Yes, sir.
But what actually happens when a cation or an anion is created?
So it gets replaced or
Hmm?
either added. It gets replaced or added.
What gets replaced or added?
The ion, which is removed or added.
No, how is an ion created? I am asking.
So it's created when a electric charge is added
That
more
means
than or less than the
that
electron.
means that means an ion is created either by a movement away of an electron from the atom or an addition of an electron into the atom. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And that leads to the change in valency, and that leads to everything,
Yes, sir.
right?
Exactly.
And how does an electron leave out of an atom or get inserted into an atom? There must be some application of force,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. My mic is a little. Net is a little.
So there must be some application of force.
Yes, sir.
And
Between the
those
molecules.
and how much force will have to be applied is dependent on two perspectives which you have learned in your periodic table, called the ionization potential and electronegativity of an atom.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard them? Heard
Yes.
of them?
Yes, sir.
So the application of force is dependent on the electronegativity character or the ionization potential of character of an atom or a molecule, right?
Yes, sir.
And how are these forces applied? They follow the Newton's law of gravity of square rule.
Yes.
If you go through have you heard of the periodic table?
Yes, sir.
Who made it?
So there were many people.
No, not many people. It was only one individual who drew it. His name is Mendeleev.
Sorry, sir.
His name is Mendeleev.
Oh, yes.
I gave up studying chemistry in my class 10. That was 42 years from now. So at least be a little, I would say, sincere to whatever you are studying.
Yes.
Studies are not meant not meant to be forgotten one day after the exams.
Yes.
I passed out my class 10 in 1978 and then followed physics chemistry for another 2 years, maybe 1980, 40 years. After that, I never studied physics or chemistry or biology. But these fundamentals are to be understood and kept in mind as long as you are alive. Then only you are learning something. Otherwise, you are wasting your parents' money. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, I think another participant has joined. It's Ayan Banerjee. Would you come onto the screen? Would you unmute yourself and come to the screen, Ayan?
Yes, sir. Just I'll need a moment, sir.
Okay. Is there a problem? So let's get into the discussion that I just wanted to initiate. You might have been given a brief idea so far as to why the program has been designed and how it is different from the rest of the programs, the other programs that are offered in most of the Indian universities. Let me start with a very fundamental question, and that is directed to all of you. That how do you think human beings are different from the rest of the living animals and plants? What is the fundamental difference between human beings and other living beings? We can start with Ashok and then go to Tej and then move on to Gaura, and if Ayan is available, we can go to him, or if Ayan is available right now, we can go to him right now. I think he is not available.
Yes, sir.
Are you available? So
Yes, sir.
what is the difference? What is that makes human beings different from the other living beings?
So, human beings are social animals, and we have evolved more. We have kind of more evolved than the other species.
Okay. What about, so you think elephants are not social animals? So you think ants are not social animals? Ayan?
So they are as well, but
So if they are also the same, then can we say human beings are different from them in terms of this? Did you get my point?
yes, sir.
Just think about it. Let us go to Ashok.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please. Very much you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. Human beings live for a purpose that does like all other than the purpose that nature has provided him.
What does that mean? Yes, you are to a large extent on track. But if you just say human beings live not for a purpose, do you think that the other
No,
other
like
huh?
okay. What I mean is like they human beings have a desire to achieve things, and they have like they create their own purpose to live. So it's different from animals where they have purpose that is given by nature, but human beings will create a purpose that's
Okay,
more than a nature.
very good, very good, very good. Well, let us go to Tej.
So I think the difference is reasoning, emotional attachments, and mass production.
Is you okay? You have used three. Let us take the case of reasoning.
Yes, sir.
Do you think other animals, other living beings do not have any reasoning?
So up to a certain extent, they don't look at.
But then if it is, they also have it to some extent.
Yes,
Then
sir.
can that be used as a differentiator between human beings and other living beings?
Yes, sir. Our intensity of reasoning is.
Logically, if you
Yes.
use your mathematics,
Yes, sir.
it is not a 0-0-1 situation, isn't it?
No, sir.
It's not binary that it is yes and no. Yes, there are some possibilities of yes on the other side as well,
Yes.
right? Emotion, do you think it can differentiate between human beings and other living beings in a 0-1 manner?
For this, yes, sir, because humans have a much more emotional attachment.
Much more. But you
Yes,
cannot
sir.
say that other living beings have no emotion. Can you
So
say
they
that?
might have for their own siblings
Yes.
and.
That's what I'm saying. That if you, whenever you want to distinguish what
Yes.
is necessary,
So
that
maybe based on.
it will be a characteristic which is either present or absent,
Yes, sir.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you say emotion, can you say that it is present in one and absent in other?
Yes, sir.
Can you say that?
Yes, it might be something of the past.
Huh?
It can always be something of the past, something that you've lost.
No. What I'm saying is, can you say that ants are not emotional?
No, sir. Ants do not express emotions.
Hmm?
Ants don't express emotions, sir.
Who said that?
No, sir, it's
No.
biologically
Who
fact.
said that? No. Even in biology, then
Yes,
why
sir.
do you find that when ants are moving and when one ant is coming from the other side,
Yes, sir.
they positively touch their sort of, what is that called,
Antenna.
antenna with one another?
So that's just a mutual interaction.
So can that be without emotion?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Could be a reflex or a sign of
So
communication.
reflex, does it, well, Gaura can give us some idea. Is it bereft of emotion, reflex?
Part of it, sir.
No, fully.
No, sir, not fully.
So it is not a sort of yes or no differentiation that human beings have emotions. Monkeys do not have emotions.
Monkeys
They
do
do,
express
sir.
emotion.
Then so they are also human beings. Stage.
So in a way, we are just a evolved species.
No, they are. So are we ready to accept that they are also human beings and they should also be given voting rights in Indian Constitution?
No, sir, not to that extent.
Hmm?
But they should have
So
some rights to
emotion.
themselves.
No. They have some. They have to be given some rights, but not
Yes,
as
sir.
human beings.
No, sir.
We won't call that they should be given human rights,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So emotion is also not a characteristic which differentiates human beings from the other living beings. But
Yes,
you
sir.
have mentioned the third one, which I think is important. Uh, Ashok said it is a case of creation of, what is the term you said? Creation of purpose, and you said mass production,
Yes, sir.
right? Mass production is perhaps something which differentiates human beings from the rest of the animal kingdom. I won't use the term mass, I'll drop it later, but I will come back to that a little later. What about Gaura?
Sir, I think basically our sense of morality and consciousness.
So you think elephants or monkeys have no morality?
No, sir, they do not.
They do not.
No, sir. We are,
Are you sure? Are you sure?
yes,
There is a huge area of literature called animal behavior.
sir, the behavior they might display is
What is
emotions are different from
what do you define as morality?
morality is basically a sense of good and bad. For animals, there is nothing good or bad. Only humans can classify things as good and bad.
So what do you think of rape?
Uh, it,
Is it a case of morality?
I am perplexed.
Have you ever seen any animal raping another animal?
Yes, sir, but
No, raping. I am using the term raping.
I have not.
Have you ever seen an animal helping another of their social group to come out of distress?
I have,
Then
but
but you are defining morality in your own terms, and then you are saying that they are immoral. Are you? Are
but
you?
for these animals, there is no concept of morality in itself. For them, this
How no, no, how do you say that? That is my question.
because
Have
their
you
brain.
tested it? Have you tested it? Have you experimented it?
I mean,
And
I
have you
mean,
gone through the literature on animal behavior?
I have not.
Yes. The point is that these are all our own constructs. We created that term. right? When there is some, I don't want to use the word repeatedly, but I'm using it just to give you a feeling. When you say that a lady was raped, we always try to mention she was raped like an animal. That is our construct of morality. But in the animal kingdom, there is no term called rape. There is no phenomena called rape. So this is our own construct of morality, our own construct of ethics. Hello?
Yes, sir.
No, the point that I am trying to make is that it is too early to say that animals do not have morality, because we have defined it in our own terms and then we are putting it into their world. They might be having their own ways. So someone may say that human beings have their languages, animals do not have. But they also communicate with one another. Maybe that does not have a grammar, but that does not have a very structured, but even we don't know. There was a lady called Goodall. She worked with the chimpanzees, and she could speak with the chimpanzees because she could understand their language. So whatever comments we are making often are because of our ignorance about the animal kingdom. But the 2 points that came out very clearly in the discussion, and I am very happy that you have come with that, is human beings are the only living beings who are not happy with whatever they get from nature. They want to transform something available from nature into something which is not available from nature. And that is what often is known as production. It need not necessarily be mass production, as Tej said. If I produce a painting, is it a mass production, Tej?
No, sir, it's a singular good.
It's a singular product. But human beings are different from the rest of the animal beings, because there are also some people said, I'll go into the detail when I get a chance to interact with you in the classroom. But mostly the other living beings cannot transform anything out of their will, the resources available from nature, into something else. That is why we have acquired the capacity to cook. We produce something different from the natural resources into something that we savor, like biryanis or chole bhatura. Animals, unfortunately, do not do that. So they are different from other living beings because of the fact that they are completely dependent on nature for their existence. So human beings create something out of nature, and those something are incidentally not available directly from nature. Do I make sense or not? Gaurav?
Yes, sir.
Page?
Yes, sir.
Ayan, do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And Ashok?
Yes, sir.
And that is the fundamental reason as to why we have developed what is called social science. Social science gives us a clue as to how do we produce. And when we say we are producing, It is not necessary that we are only producing some goods. We also produce systems. We produced, say, a family. Was it given from nature? Gaura,
Please repeat.
did you, was the family, the idea of family given from nature?
Yes, sir, definitely.
And family was given from nature, or we produced?
I mean, in nature, concepts don't matter. I mean, the processes happen, but there is no categorization for them or no naming for them. Human beings are the one that give names or meaning to these concepts. So families, yes, they existed in
No,
nature, but
families existed in nature. Where? In the first time when human beings entered into the natural system, was there a family?
like you said, sir, chimpanzees have families. We were basically cell
There were
clusters, and
there were reproduction,
yes, sir, but
but there were no
they they
there was
also
no
had
family.
no, sir. Plenty of animals have families and kingdoms in
Pardon?
that sense.
Where?
Plenty of animals have designated families, sir.
How? Where? Which family? Which animals live in families?
Sir, for example, a herd of a lion can be considered a family. A pack of a
How?
wolf can be
No,
considered
no,
a family.
we consider them to be families because that is our own conception. Do they consider it as family?
Yes, sir. Why not? If they are sentient.
Is it so that in a family of lions there is no sort of I would say uh,
Penguins also have families,
there
sir. Penguins have a mother figure and a father figure. The father takes care of the baby. The mother goes out for fishing. She comes back after 6 months.
next year
Next year again, the mother goes out for the
yes,
fishing until
but
the
are the children of the previous year taken care of?
yes by the father.
No, no, no. They are forgotten.
They leave home, sir.
No,
So
sir.
once they turn mature, the animals give them up, and then they produce the next set of offspring, and they take care of them.
Yes, sir. But those connections initially won't they be considered family?
That is not considered family. They are raising their offspring. As long as they are not mature enough. But our human concept of family does not end with the adulthood or the sort of getting maturity, independence, when they can work independently. Okay, we'll come to that a little later, maybe in the next lecture. But most of the ideas, say caste system, was it
Yes, sir.
made by nature?
No, sir.
The idea of a nation state, was it made by nature?
No, sir.
They were all created by human beings.
Yes, sir.
So they are all our produced ideas. When I am talking about production, I am not just talking about goods. I am talking about services. I am talking about ideas as well. So most ideas about nature, but not given by nature. What was the idea given by at some point of time? When were we dependent completely on nature? When we thought that all natural phenomena are done by God, right? Hello,
Can you repeat it, sir?
hello.
I
You
didn't
get
get
my
it.
point?
No, can you repeat it, sir?
So, who were the earlier God to human beings?
So sun gods and thunder gods. Rain gods.
So all natural forces were our God,
Yes, sir.
right? Why?
So because that time they didn't have much to look
Because
forward
because
to.
we did not know how the nature will react.
Yes.
And as we learned how to control nature, and as we learned the behavior of nature, our God turned into human being, it took a form of human beings. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
In that sense, you may say that, well, I'm promiscuous, but in that sense, one may also argue from a perspective of social science that gods are also creation of human beings.
Yes, sir.
We'll again discuss that. That is, there is a difference between our belief and creation and so on and so forth. I'm not going into that. But the point that I am saying is that human beings have created goods, human beings can create services, and human beings are capable of creating ideals. And these three, production of goods, services, and ideals, separate us from the other living beings. Do I make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
And now human beings are being sort of credited with production of another component which other living beings do not create. I don't have time, so I'm not asking that question to you, but I am just giving you the clue. That is called pollution. Can other living beings produce pollution?
No, sir.
Gaurav?
Mm, yes, sir.
They can produce pollution?
Yes, sir. But again, not consciously.
Not? No, no, whatever they produce. What is pollution?
Environmental degradation,
Yes. What is that?
basically lowering the quality of environmental factors, abiotic factors like air, water.
Yes. So how can another animal create pollution?
Um, for example, sir, the meat industry is responsible for a lot of pollution.
Meat industry means? So that is produced by the industry. That is not produced by the animals.
Yes, but a lot of animal agriculture also produces pollution. For example, only rearing or the existence of certain type of animals create pollution.
No, no. How can you blame the
Animal
animals?
and
How can you blame
animal,
the animals? That is what I am asking.
sir, animal waste contains a lot of harmful gases which contribute to air pollution in the environment.
But aren't those animals produced by human beings? Had we
So
not produced them,
even if we're
had we
not
not, no,
taking
no,
example of the
had we not produced those animals in excess of what the nature can produce, would it have been a problem?
yes, sir, definitely.
Before the dairy industry started, was there a problem like this?
Not really, but still, animals are capable of
Animals are,
polluting the environment.
but,
Even if
but
they're not part of any industry, simply by existing, and animals are responsible for pollution to some extent.
no, no, how? That is what I am asking.
I mean, a lot of
Nature has got a certain capacity to absorb the pollutants.
yes, sir, absorption capacity.
And why are we having pollution today? Because
Because we have
we have
reduced
gone
beyond the absorption
beyond the
capacity.
absorptive capacity of nature.
Yes, sir.
And who did it?
Yes, sir, definitely the human.
Meaning who? The animals or the human being?
The human being.
So had the human activities not been there, would these animals have contributed to pollution alone?
No, sir, not good.
And whatever the animals were contributing to the pollutants, that could have been absorbed by nature directly,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
isn't it?
Yes, sir, definitely.
So the point is, don't blame the animals for the pollution.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If they are contributing to pollution today, that is because of we created them in numbers more than what the nature can withstand.
Yes, sir.
That is the fundamental reason as to why it is argued that the Indian milk cooperatives are more cost effective than the dairies in Europe, because it is found the whole concept of Amul dairy or the dairy cooperative were based on an idea that the cattle will be fed on human residue, household residuals, right? But in other countries, they have to be fed out of feed, which are conversion of human food into animal feed.
Yes, sir.
They are, they are
That definitely up the production.
yes. So the point that I'm trying to make is, okay, so I think we are being given a sort of signal that our time is up. Well, I'll just take 2 minutes. The fundamental point that I am trying to make is we are, whatever social science we study, we are ultimately studying as to how we are producing something. In case of economics, we are studying how we are producing goods and services. In case of sociology, we are trying to find out as to how we have produced our social systems. In case of politics, we are studying as to how we produced our states and the governance system that Vivek discussed with you yesterday. So whatever social science in psychology, we are trying to study as to what are the ways we are producing psychological stress among human beings. So all social sciences are centered around fundamentally the concept of production of goods, production of services, and production of ideas. And we'll come to realize it later that production of ideas is not independent of the production of goods and services. Production of goods and services is not independent of the production of ideas. Technology. What is technology? Tej?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
What's the question, sir? I don't hear.
Pardon?
Could you repeat the question?
Production of technology.
So for what, in general standpoint?
Yeah, what is how does production of technology contribute to production of goods and services? Production of technology is an idea, production of an idea, isn't it?
Yes, it just makes it easier for more production and
No,
further steps becomes easier.
production of technology means production of ideas, is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And production of technology in the form of production of ideas contribute to production of goods and services,
Right, sir.
right? Production of
Yes.
a state or production of a district or production of a governance mechanism is production of an ideal, right?
Yes.
And that contributes to the production of goods and services.
Services.
So the whole idea of production links up sociology, economics, politics, psychology, history, everything. And the program that we are going to start begins with this perspective as to how there is an interlinkage across all these so-called social sciences which are taught separately. And here we'll try to understand all these social sciences in terms of their linkages with one another. How politics is giving us some clue and link, how economics is linked to, say, environmental pollution, how sociology is linked to something else, meaning production of goods and services. Do you think, what is the caste system? What is the caste system? What does it mean?
That it's a distinction or categorization of humans
Of?
on basis of whatever color and the sex.
No, casteism in India.
In India,
Yes?
so it's just a way of standardizing yourself above people of a lower
It is, you see,
family ground.
it is social stratification
Yes, sir. Basically,
based on your capacity to produce.
Yes, sir. Earn and produce.
You are stratifying the society in terms of what a community, what a group of people can produce. If you
Yes, sir.
produce knowledge, you are at the higher end, right? If you produce if you produce national security, you are at a little lower end. If you produce the many means to trade, you are at a little lower hierarchy. And if you are engaged in production of goods and services, you are at the lowest end. Right?
Yes, sir.
So creation of caste system is linked to the production system prevailing in a particular society. Right?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we are distinguishing in terms of class. We are distinguishing between whom? One who produces and one who employs the people who produces. Right?
Yes.
Labor and the owner of capital.
Yes, sir.
So you will find all through the history that ultimately social science is very much interlinked, and we have played a wrong game so far in separating the social sciences into different groups. In this program, we will try to understand a holistic perspective of social science and try to understand as to how they are linked with one another. Is this much clear, and do you have any question?
No, sir.
Have I been able to confuse you more, or you are a little more clear?
a little bit confused.
Gaura?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are very much. But are you confused or not?
Yes, sir, a little bit.
Pardon?
Yes, sir, a little bit.
You are?
A little bit confused.
Yes. The success of a teacher depends on how he or she can confuse the students. Right? If you are not confused and if you don't have questions in your mind, then I have no role to play. Okay. What about Ashok? Could I
Yes.
provide you with some food for thought?
Yes. Yes.
Ayan?
Yes, sir. Confusion and curiosity.
And what about Tej?
Same, sir.
Now you know my email ID, right? Or you can locate it in the website of the university. You send me your questions, which will try to develop a sort of bulletin board among 4 or 5 of us, and we'll try to have discussions among ourselves. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. Sir.
So whatever
Yes, sir.
questions you have, and you can some of you can take a lead in developing a group idea among yourselves. Are you in touch with one another?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So maybe right now you can share your email IDs over chat, and then you can prepare a group and share your ideas and questions in that group itself. Keep me in that group as well. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Or you can even share your just now you can share your email IDs or WhatsApp numbers and produce a small group. If you want, you can use my number as well. Can you write it down?
Yeah.
9311 999 838. You collect each other's WhatsApp number and make a WhatsApp group. Are you on Twitter?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You can locate me on the Twitter as well, and we can just send me your Twitter handles so that we can follow each other.
Okay, sir.
Okay. My Twitter handle I just forgot. It will be around something @Milindo_C. Something like that. You can locate it in the search for me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So prepare a WhatsApp group and let us follow each other on Twitter.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
All the best. All the best. See you soon.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
sir.